What a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Got some football to talk after I mute all the loud stuff I got going on. Okay, how about that? What I was about to say? Say cheese. This nigga. No, man. You know I gotta show the masses that we on here. You know, some people haven't done the beautiful thing that we want them to do, which is a lot of people really haven't clicked that bell. Now we getting some subscribers. I do appreciate all the subscribers, all the love, the following. We appreciate it for sure. Yeah, y'all gotta hit that bell though, so that way I don't have to keep going on Instagram and like, hey, we live.
Definitely.
Y'all just get that little notification while y'all at the crib, at work, whatever. You know, you ain't gotta see us, just hear us. You know, just hear from us a little bit.
I gotta do the ASAP, man.
You know, that's it. So I'm trying to, get this together. I'm a little, uncoordinated. Should have had my shit together, but that's why we family. Y'all sit here and y'all watch us do what we do. But how you been, man? How you been these last couple of days? You had an exciting Sunday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, man, definitely. Beat the Ravens. But it's I don't want to get too high and too low. We'll get into that, man. But I'm doing good, brother. How about yourself?
Good. I'm good in regular life. Football life is weird. A little unexplainable. I'm a little over it already. At least for my team, I like watching football. I love football, so I'm gonna watch football. But
definitely,
as far as we go, it's kind of cooked unless we just turn the whole ship around. Like the whole ship need to be turned around.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about my Giants in the football world, but we good right now. I mean, I'm good right now. We suck. I'm good. So you know what I'm saying? That's that, man. I'm all right though.
It's all good. Let's get into it, man.
Yeah, we fuck around, get into it. I always like to start the show with I love starting the show with current events. Let's say that. Versus, you know what I'm saying? Then we get into the football. Some people ain't here to hear us talk football. They want to see they want to hear some real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you live under a rock, you heard about this situation. You could live in the smallest corner of the world and you heard about this situation. So no, Shanon Sharpe, man, he went live on Instagram last week Wednesday, 7 days ago exactly, almost at this time to the T. He went on Instagram live, and people say, "Oh, what's the big deal about him going on Instagram live?"
Yeah.
One, he never ever gets on Instagram live. He's never been on Instagram live before a week ago.
Okay, it's good to know.
But when you open the Instagram live, all you saw was a wall. It's like, how? What the hell is going on? Turn your volume up. You know what I'm saying? You hear somebody getting pinned to the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Apparently, Unc and this lady named Michelle. This lady named Michelle, as he called her. You know what I'm saying? They was getting real active. They was doing the grown up.
Yeah.
For all my kids watching. Fuck them kids. They was having sex on Instagram live.
Yeah.
Unc was out there beating them cheeks.
Yeah, you was getting it in. I seen.
That's one of my homies from Detroit say he was out there beating the Doonies down. You know what I'm saying?
Now my boys getting it in, man.
Yeah, man. I guess not really how you feel on the situation. I'm pretty sure you have no feelings toward it.
Yeah.
But, what are your thoughts on the situation? How about that?
I'm first off, I'm happy that ESPN didn't do nothing because niggas talking about that Paul Pierce shit. Paul Pierce is wilding. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Paul Pierce is out there tripping.
Yeah, Paul Pierce had the strippers running around.
Yeah, but some people saying that it was like it was a setup. You know what I mean? Like first off, to beat the allegations. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody say he, you know what I'm saying, he left-handed out here.
I'm kind
But
of one of those people that's fallen into that boat of he
yeah,
did it to beat the allegation. Never called him left-handed, but
yeah,
I definitely was like, oh, this was definitely for the people that call you left-handed. This
yeah.
wasn't for no reason.
You know what I'm saying? And then like, you know, I ain't never been live before. You know, I don't really be on live all the time. So like I don't really know the steps to get to live. And they said there's like 3 or 4 steps you gotta get to. So like you
It's
know.
about 3. So me and my brother kind of sat here and went through it. And the only way that was really, 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 really possible is if his phone was open, it was on the gallery thing,
Yeah.
and already slid over to live.
Yeah.
So that he could just drop his phone, maybe hit the button, drop his phone, and that happened.
So it kind of so it kind of seemed like a little setup, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and saying Unc ain't do that. So you know what I mean? You know, so but I'm gonna just say that. But I don't see the big deal about it. You know what I mean? He accidentally did it, and it's clear that he old, so he probably don't know how to work technology. So you know what I mean? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and like I said, he's doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with it, all. You know what I'm saying? Do you? You know what I mean?
No, he was handling that. I ain't mad at him. I ain't
You
mad at him
feel
at
me?
all.
You know what I'm saying?
The steps to go live. Let's see. So you gotta go. There's a basketball video on the page. You gotta press. Okay, that's not it. But you gotta press the little plus. It's gonna pull up all your stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then from there, you gotta hit the live at the bottom. It's 4 options at the bottom. You gotta hit the live. And then once you hit the live, you could press, you know what I'm saying? You press it, then it's 3, 2, 1. Now you live. And you know what I'm saying? Now I'm live on here showing people how to go live. You know what I'm saying? They should really tap in. They should go to the YouTube. Come watch us. We only 7 minutes in. Y'all see that? We got a lot more show to go. We ain't.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere. Y'all tap in. I was showing him how to go live on Instagram since he'd never been live on Instagram. And we talking about Unc right now. No, Unc. Y'all see all that. I'm just,
yes, sir.
Just, you know, y'all come tap in real quick. That's it. Yeah, man. That is how you go live. So that's why I say I am one of those people that think it's kind of like, hey, you did that for all the people that was calling you left-handed, brother. You know what I'm saying?
They say Unc crashed out at 1 minute and 16 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but
hey,
you know,
no. Speaking of, sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Speaking of, like a timestamp, a minute. You said 1:16. When we was on live, bro, last Wednesday, that's how I remember the date and the time.
Yeah.
My homie he hit the group chat like, yo, nigga, hurry up. Like sent the live to the group chat, like, oh, nigga, there's some shit going on.
Yeah.
Bro, whoever can find the timestamp of me muting myself and putting my phone to my ear, I was watching that video. I was listening to that video.
The crazy part is that day I didn't even know what was going on. So when we ended live, I had dipped, and my brother sent it to me. And he was like, "Yo, Unc tripping." Yeah. So I look at it. I'm like, Uncle Shannon. I'm like, what's going on? I see the video. I'm like, oh man, they about to fire him. I'm like, I said it immediately, like they about to fire him, because I immediately thought what everybody else thought, how Paul Pierce was wilding, but
whoever find that, and I'm not putting no Easter eggs nowhere. I'm not labeling the video and sections, none of that. Whoever finds that timestamp, I got some merch for you. I promise. I got some merch for you. I ain't gonna lie. That was my real life trying to be professional reaction to what was going on. Like, all right, bro, I damn near gotta watch this, but I gotta mute myself. And then I can't really react too strongly because you in the whole middle of a topic. It's just like, yeah, whoever find that, I got some merch for you, dog.
You got to clip that up too when you find it, man. Whenever whoever find it, you got to clip it up, man.
Oh, you know it. You know it. You know it.
Yeah, but other than that though, man, I'm the only thing that made me think is it was like a setup too, because now he's selling merch, but he could just be capitalizing off the situation. So
yeah, more than
likely. I mean, he better be giving that Michelle half. I know that. You know what I'm saying? He got to give Michelle half. He got to. bro, the internet when they found that lady. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't her. That wasn't
It
her.
wasn't her.
That wasn't her.
Oh, then good. As long as I ain't blow
No,
up the
yeah.
spot.
No, that wasn't her. That wasn't her. That wasn't her.
Okay,
That's why
okay,
I'm
okay.
kind of
She's
like, I'm
straight
like,
then.
half. Nigga, what? She made some noises, but I was
But
doing
but
work, make
but
her make these noises.
how old Unc is?
Unc is 56.
He 56, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like when I get 56, I'm trying to be that active. You know what I'm saying? I applaud him. You know what I mean? And, you know
I'll
what
be
I'm
working
saying?
out, bro. You gotta
You
get in the gym. You gotta stay in the gym. You want to,
you,
you know what I'm saying?
you feel me?
No,
Come
he don't
on
work
now.
on his cardio though. Word to Ocho, he do not work on his cardio. Nigga sound like a dying gorilla.
That
Okay?
the growl the growl is
Whoa.
hey bro, growling was
Wait,
crazy.
wait a
That
second.
was crazy.
Wait.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What is she doing to you that you sound? What is?
Yeah, OG
I know
gotta
what it's.
relax.
I could kind of put two and two together about what you doing to her based on sounds she making, but the
Yeah,
sounds you make, what the fuck is she doing to you?
I'm good. Yeah. OG
Hey
tripping, man.
man, if he could give half if they want to be teammates, but I don't know if they're gonna be teammates on that situation.
If it was
Well,
a setup, he got to give her half.
for
If it was a
sure.
setup,
I don't
it
know
was a setup.
about half, but you get some. You get some.
If it was a setup,
Half is a lot because
cause she,
I don't know if you know how much money this nigga finna make off this situation. So half is a lot of money for this woman.
nah, I'm not saying like I'm not saying off of everything, but like half of like maybe like the endorsement that he got off of it, like the merch that he's selling or something. Give her a little check, give her a little something though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying. If it's
I
a
feel
setup,
where you coming from.
if it ain't no setup, it is what it is. This is
I can
real.
feel you on that. I ain't mad at that. I mean, like I said, that just depends on if he and she wants to be good teammates or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's understandable.
Going from good teammates to should we be nice to niggas that's not on our team? I got a question, and obviously it's on the screen. Is sportsmanship a real thing? Is the pride from this video that I'm about to show y'all? So Shedeur Sanders, Colorado played Colorado State. Colorado State's quarterback had a lot to say, like a hell of a lot to say prior to the game. Shedeur and them boys went out there and whooped some ass. You know what I'm saying? 28-9. Shedeur had 300 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
And after the game, it seemed like the quarterback wanted to have some conversation. Okay, a little too early. But it seemed like the quarterback wanted to have some conversation, wanted to dap him up. Hey, good game. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So let's just see your take on this situation.
You that same talking shit on Instagram. You talking on Instagram.
All right, keep talking about
business. You can't fuck with me.
You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
That is the title of our episode today. You can't fuck with me. Okay?
I like
Just
it.
letting y'all know that. Just letting y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck with me. So the real question, like based off that to me is what it is. Like you can respond to that as well. But that is what it is to me. That is competitive nature, competitive spirit. You was talking your shit before the game. I'm talking my shit after. Exactly. Well, I gotta be all nice because we whooped y'all ass. I'm supposed to get I got the victory. Now I just gotta move on with my life. No, you was popping your shit, talking your shit. I let you have that moment. I showed you what was up. Here's my moment.
I feel like, yeah. Go ahead. My fault. I didn't mean to.
No, I was just gonna segue into the question. Is like, do you believe that sportsmanship is a real thing, or is something that should be done or taken into consideration after a game or event or whatever?
It's a thin line, to a certain extent, to be honest with you, because it's people who formerly used to play basketball and used to hoop. We get into it all the time. Like we get into heated discussions against opposing players and this, that, and the third. It just depends on how you take it. Like I can give you a perfect example for a person that we both know. Maybe the audience doesn't know, but we have a homeboy named Chris. He doesn't really talk. So like, you know, when he play basketball, when people are arguing with him, things like that, even after the fact, he doesn't talk. He tell you good game, this, that, and the third. Me, on the other hand, after the game, I will tell you about yourself and where you went wrong and what you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Right. As Shedeur did. So everybody's different, and you can't if you're willing to put it out there, like I'm assuming that Colorado State's quarterback did, or got at him at Twitter or social media, however he got at him. He put that out there. So you can't get mad at the person's response of how they react to what you put. You know what I'm saying? So
agreed.
So it's a thin line. Me personally, as I know that GMs are looking and coaches are looking, and ESPN commentators and other people are looking at this. I just wish that he would have said, good game and shook his hand and stuff like that, so he can just so they won't look at him as bad.
I mean,
now do I understand it? Definitely I understand it. You know what I'm saying? You kept talking, so you got what you got. So it is what it is. But just from their point of view, I like Shador, so I want the Raiders to get him. So that's why I'm like, I hope, you know what I mean? I want him to be professional at all times, especially since he hasn't gotten drafted yet. That's my only take.
No, I feel you. And I say, if it helps anybody, he did dap up and say good game to all the other coaches and all the other players and all the coaches. It was just that one particular individual. He's like, hey, you was the one talking crazy. Fuck you. You can't fuck with me. Some people might say, well, you already proved that on the field. Like, oh, you can't fuck with you, bro. You can't. You already proved it on the field. What's the point of talking? And no, I got to remind you. Because if you was talking, you talked prior, had y'all won this game, everything that you said would have had legs to stand on. It would have been valid. It would have been, you know what I'm saying? And you would have went on the podium. Yeah, and you would have went on the podium and it was, that's what I said it. I meant it. And ain't nobody scared of them. Football is more than social media. Football is more than likes and da-da-da-da-da. You'd have went on a whole rant just like everybody who beats them does. So why can't I? Hey, niggas, you can't fuck with me. And you never going to be able to fuck with me. So you might as well keep your fucking mouth closed. Like, it's just that. Like,
I completely agree, though.
And I'm one of those people, like, I'm pretty quiet on the court. I don't talk much unless communication with my guys until you start talking to me. As we say, you put a battery in my back. It's up. It's loaded now. Like you wanted to pop your shit regardless of what the situation or circumstance might have been. You wanted to pop it at me. Okay, I'm gonna bust your ass and I'm gonna pop it. That's the two things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you can't fuck with me, and then reiterate verbally that you can't fuck with me. Like,
and the performance he put on was warranted. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like I go for 300. I believe it was 300. Might have been 4, but I believe it's 304 touchdowns. Like
and y'all are rival. So
and y'all are rival, and y'all did that dirt shit last year. And came out here and smacked y'all.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like, it's probably like a lot of bad blood amongst them. It's like it ain't like he took it any further. He just didn't shake his hand. Told him you can't mess with me like that. And that's not like judging by the quarterback's reaction, you can tell like he wasn't like confused or nothing like that. You just
know exactly what was going on.
You know what it was. So
you know why he acting like that.
And it's football. Like people who haven't played sports may not agree with it. Some people who are not as passionate about it might not agree with it. But if you play sports, you understand where that came from and you understand why he did what he did. So
I think that was pretty simple, pretty easy to me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think that's even a real discussion. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think sportsmanship came from losers.
Yeah, it's like
it's losers or loser parents. Like you watching your kid get their ass whooped, and it's like, oh, I want everybody to be happy. Like sportsmanship is participation trophies. Yeah. Sportsmanship is at the end of rec season, everybody gets a trophy and a medal and a piece of paper that said you was a part of the team. Like,
and it's ways of going about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? While you saying what you saying or popping what you popping. You know what I mean? If you getting disrespectful, that's different. You know what I mean?
And he wasn't even disrespectful.
Exactly.
I don't think. Like he was standing there. Oh, so you the one? Like you? It was you.
And you
was the one talking crazy.
And we talking about a game. We ain't talking about your manhood or nothing like that. We
talking about this game of football. Exactly. He walked up on. I feel like, and to your point about the NFL, and we'll move on. I think those type of interactions happen in the NFL quite often.
Yeah,
definitely. I think they happen quite often.
It definitely happens.
Like it just be. Definitely. Like we've seen fights happen after games. Like we've seen it.
Yeah.
Like that. Like
I seen Richard Sherman get punched straight in his mouth.
you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be shit that happens because you popping your shit. Shut up. Stop talking so much sometimes. Unless you're gonna back it up. If he would have said all he said and he came out there and y'all scrubbed us and we, you know what I'm saying? Even if y'all fuck scrubbing us, if y'all win the game. Then but I don't believe they scored a fucking touchdown. So and you're partially responsible for that as the quarterback. And you was the one talking shit.
Yeah.
Talking about me being on social media. Me being on social media and I'm still better than you. You can't fuck with me and I'm still doing all the shit that you said is taking my focus away from football.
Yeah, I just think a lot of things have gotten softer. And people just people getting a little soft out here, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, so. I believe that's like I said, bro, that's a loser. That's some loser shit. If a nigga don't want to shake my hand, I want to shake my hand. And then I know I said we'll move on, but like lastly, like I said, after I've had like those people put battery in my backs on the court and after games, we going in line, we dapping up. If he know what it is and I know what it is, bro, it's just that. It's a dap up. He might be the only person in line I hug. Like everybody else get the dap. He might, hey, you know what I'm saying? You was talking your shit. That's if you was backing it up. If you was just talking and you wasn't backing it up, then it was like I might do the same shit where it's like, nigga, I'm probably still gonna dap you up because we already in this line or whatever. But yeah, nigga, you're trash. Stop talking to people.
If the dude didn't score, then like you just said, I'm gonna tell you that you can't mess with me. But if like you said, if you killing and I'm killing, most likely it's gonna be a sign of respect after the game.
Yeah, it's just a sign of respect now. It's like, that's love, bro. You was talking your shit and you was still able to like come out here and perform. And now I talk my shit prior to get some clicks and likes and shit, and then we go on the field and you nowhere to be found.
And once again, even if you played in park ball, rec ball, to whatever sport, if you picked up a basketball, you know that feeling. So this shouldn't even be like a thing with certain people.
It shouldn't even be a thing.
Or if you're competitive at anything.
So. I agree. Going from, I'll take that and segue into this.
Go ahead.
Is Tua too competitive? You said if you're a competitor, you kind of know, you know what I'm saying? You kind of know that feeling. But as a competitor, we've all been injured and we've all had things that probably should have kept us away from the sport that we were playing or loved to play. And we didn't make the best decisions for ourselves. Whether or not it ended up hurting us in the long run or not, we as athletes made a lot of decisions as far as injuries went that probably someone should have saved us from, if that makes sense. Tua is another one of those athletes that we kind of asking that question where it's like, should someone save him from himself? Because as a competitor, he's always going to go out there. He's always going to want to play. I heard reports about like he wanted to decline IR, being put on IR. Like he wants to be out there again. But my question to you is obviously, should Tua retire? Before we do that, the folks that don't know why I'm asking this question, I'll add some context. It was what night was this?
Was it Sunday?
Thursday?
Thursday, was it?
I think it was Thursday.
It might have been Thursday.
I believe it was. Yeah, it was Thursday night. Bills, Dolphins. Bills smacking the Dolphins around. I believe it's fourth quarter, end of the third. Tua trying to make something happen. Y'all can see it after, but giving you context, Tua tries to pick up the first down. He runs. He gets tackled by DeMar Hamlin. The irony in that statement. He gets tackled by DeMar Hamlin. Is concussed. Can no longer get up. Very serious, but a very normal tackle. And I think that's kind of why I'm starting to ask this question more and more intently every day. So that was just some context for the listeners out there. Here I go.
Pressure. Tua steps up. He's going to run for the first down and takes a shot at the 6-yard line. Hamlin hit him and Tua down. Picked up the first.
We'll run it back one more time. 4th and 4.
Tua steps up. He's going to run for the first down and takes a shot at the 6-yard line. Hamlin hit him, and Tua down. Picked up the first.
And I can say, I wish I had another angle to show y'all. Like, he ran into a bicep, bro. Like, he didn't run into a helmet. It wasn't a knee. It wasn't a, it was a bicep. It's pretty normal tackle. DeMar Hamlin even looked like he kind of like lightened up the blow a little bit. Like, I ain't come to hit you, bro. I know you about to go down. You a quarterback. Like, I didn't come to hit you to kind of attack him in that situation. And ran into the arm. I believe it was probably his neck that snapped a little bit, which caused the violent move, you know what I'm saying, and created the concussion. So I believe you answered the last one. I'll answer this one. Should Tua retire? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. And it's as a competitor, as an athlete, it's kind of hard to say that. Like, the thing you worked the hardest for in your life, your body's not built for. Like, you work constantly day in and day out since you was about probably 8 years old to accomplish this dream. You're now accomplishing it. You're on your second contract in the NFL. Most people don't make it to a second contract. And now it's all not really for naught, but it's all down the drain. I could understand how that's tough. But I could also understand how you continuing to play is a selfish decision. You have a wife, I believe, maybe not a wife, but a girlfriend.
Significant other.
Yeah, significant other who you have children by. You got a little girl. You got family, friends. You know what I mean? Like, you continuing to play football, which can already cost you your life the moment you step out there. You continuing to play football after having multiple concussions year in and year out is a selfish decision. It could cost you your life. It could cost you the normalcy of your life. Like, even if you don't die, your entire life could change. We know about CTE, and even though we make jokes about it, it's a real thing. So it's like, I think you kind of being selfish at that point. You've made life-changing money. And even after this contract, like, from what I've read and heard, they'll still make $90 million out of this $212 for this year and next. That's the guaranteed money. So, I mean, you still got life-changing money, bro. It's not like, I believe you're a brilliant football player. Maybe you get into coaching or something but your brain has to still work for you to do that. So it's like, he's got to find ways to, I don't know, bro. I really hate calling it selfish because I'm an athlete, but it's like, bro, you got to look at the bigger picture here. Fuck what you want. What do you need?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's more so my take on it, and I kind of think he should retire. But, have at it, man.
Well, I want to start off by saying this is obviously an unfortunate situation because, I 100% agree with everything you said. As a competitor, you want to get out there, but it's a thin line because you got to take being a competitor. Like, if you break your left hand and you go out there, you know what? I'm left-handed. I'm about to finish the game my right. I'm gonna finish this game. That's different. This is your life, So, and given the fact that this has happened 3 times, I believe, to him on the field.
4.
It's his 4th time.
I believe it's 4, like, diagnosed concussions, and then that one where he didn't have one, but he had one. So I believe it's more toward 4 to 5, to be honest.
So, and that's one too many. So, and one of those times, the Dolphins organization mishandled it. So, this is obviously something that you have to take in consideration of retiring. I don't like how Mike McDaniels was saying to the media that should be the last thing on his mind. That should be the first thing on his mind. That because above anything, you guys aren't going to take care of me. You guys aren't going to make sure that I'm good day to day. And you know what I mean? If this goes left. So I have to look out for me. And personally, I know Tua wants, I'm sorry. And knowing that he wants to get back because they said it immediately that he wanted to get back. So, man, I agree. He just needs to retire. You got 90 mil guaranteed, not plus the money that you've already made previously. You have 90 mil, brother. Like, just live your life. You know what I mean? Like, even though that you love this sport, and we get it. You know what I mean? You have nothing else to prove. To be honest with you, you made your dreams come true. You've made this a career for yourself, to set your family up, to set yourself up. You good, man. Like, I think he's from Hawaii. Like, just, bro, go back home, live in that beautiful place, and spend your money and spend it with your family and your kids, man. You should look at the long term, not just now. So I understand you don't want to let your teammates down. You don't want to let yourself down, but you can't take this no more, to be honest with you, because one more time, and you really probably would have no choice. You know what I mean? And you're still young. He's like, what, 27?
Something like that around those lines.
He's like 27 years old, so it's kind of like you have a lot of career left and a lot of life to live, brother. So just take your 90 mil, and because most people in the world don't even get to see 90 mil. So take that and retire, man.
You're 26.
Yeah, 26, and I mean that with all respect, man, for real.
Yeah, it's definitely not a disrespectful thing if someone suggests he retire. Not in my opinion. Football's just that dangerous, bro.
Yeah, bro, it is.
It has less to do with you and more to do with the sport you're playing. So
and it doesn't help that, you know what I mean, at your stature as well. It's not that big. So if
you're not the biggest guy in the world. It's
exactly.
just you've already defied odds, my brother. Like it ain't that deep to me.
Exactly.
Like I'm telling you, I love football and I don't love it enough to play it.
Yeah.
That's that. I love football and I don't love it enough to play it. But the people that love it enough to play it, bro, I think you also gotta love yourself enough to know when to hang it up.
And you gotta think about it. It's not like you're the most targeted person on the field. You know what I mean? So it's like
everybody trying to come for your head every time you pass the ball.
You know what I mean?
That's the objective.
Exactly. So it's like I said, with all due respect, man, you put up a great career, and nobody would be mad at you if you retire. Nobody hang it over your head if you retire, especially not this podcast, because ultimately putting yourself and your family first, and it would be selfish if you do continue this.
Just my personal opinion on that. I do like your take on that as well. I think we on the same page with that for sure. But going from a nigga that should retire to niggas that should not retire, just need to come back soon, hopefully, for the Niners. Christian McCaffrey is on IR. That means he's gone for the next 4 weeks. Debo also has a similar calf strain. Not placed on IR, but could miss some weeks, end quote. So you see how I got it on the screen, man. No CMC, no Debo, no chance. Is that what it's looking like for the Niners? Is it we losing some Avengers and it just ain't gonna work out? We're gonna start to slide in these standings. We're gonna have a rougher playoff run than normal.
I wouldn't say they don't have any chance. That's a stretch. Because if they can somehow, even though they just lost last week, if they can somehow get it together, because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to say they don't have any chance, because, I'm not going to say they don't have any chance. Because, look, if they can get it together, if they can hold off, like they say Brock is a game manager, if he can hold this off until CMC and Debo comes back, that would be great. But I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or the villain in this, but we gonna finally see what he made of. You know what I mean? We gonna finally see what he made of, man. We gonna finally see what he can do if this was all hype and his contract is coming up. So if I'm the management, I'm looking like, this is a terrible situation to be in, but I'm also looking like you better see something to see if we got to pay this guy or not. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think I wouldn't say it's no chance, but I say it's going to be a tougher road, though. I know that. Pause. Wait, who is this? JC? Is this J? Oh man, you gotta relax,
Bro,
man.
what is that? They gotta give Tua the Hawk Tua. Somebody gotta
relax,
give him the Hawk Tua and then tell him he should retire while they doing it.
Nah,
Is that how that works? Is that how you convince him to retire?
I don't know, man.
That was wild.
But
That was wild.
It's unfortunate though, man. But I feel like I feel like they'll have a chance, but everybody counting them out, they shouldn't do that. That'd be a mistake.
No, I feel that, and I'm gonna get back to this. Just showing this real quick. Tua doesn't want to retire because everybody wants to do things on their own terms. Nobody wants to feel forced. Completely agree with that. I can't be mad at that at all.
But if I got 90 mil,
yeah, but it's still like I want to go out when I'm ready to go out versus y'all put me out. It's like moving versus getting evicted. It's like
yeah, for sure.
It's a little different. Sure. I can feel about that.
Yeah. Catch me in the Bahamas or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Overseas. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight.
I feel what you're saying.
Go ahead, though.
No CMC, no Debo, no chance. I think, like you said, I think we find out what Purdy made of. I think that's really what happens here. You still got a number one in Ayuk, who y'all just paid, and y'all paid him like a number one. Ayuk's a number one, for sure. He's a number one.
Mm-hmm.
You think T. Higgins a number one?
No.
Oh, okay. So, we just got differences of opinions on what a number one receiver look like.
Yeah.
But to me, Brandon Ayuk is a number one. You still got a schemed up run game. I'm not gonna say obviously you don't have CMC, but you have a run scheme that the Shanahans are great at.
Yep.
You still got Trent.
Mm-hmm. And Shanahan's good at plugging in.
In a way. So you got now it's on him and Juwan Jennings. I don't know if Ricky Pierce was available. I don't know if he was placed on IR.
Got Kittle still.
You got Kittle. You know what I'm saying? You still got some weapons. You're not at complete lack of talent. These might be CMC is your most explosive weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So you down him, but you've been down him the first two games in the first place.
But you can cover that up with Debo and Debo's.
Yeah, it started to give him some touches, in the run game, but now Debo's gone, like you said. So I agree that I'm not gonna say no chance, but I'm also gonna say it is gonna make it real rocky on them. I'm about to look up their schedule real quick.
You really don't. They just lost to Sam Darnold.
Yeah, it has nothing. I ain't gonna lie. After watching what they do, and I'll send you, it's a 4-minute cut up on that defense. Brian Flores got them doing some shit.
The Vikings defense?
Yes. Brian Flores.
I gotta tap in. All I know is
I'm talking about making cover one or cover zero or what looks like cover one, cover zero, turning that into a cover 4. Safeties at the line of scrimmage, sprinting back to the middle of the field, a middle fourth of the field. Crazy. I'm talking about insane. Got niggas doing shit that is normally not possible. 49ers upcoming schedule. Here we go. Rams, New England, Arizona, Seattle, KC, Dallas, then a bye. So you got...
Well, hold on. Okay. The Rams
is a dub.
New England's a dub. Arizona, you going to... depending on how Arizona look, because they look all right right now. Seattle look all right. So 50-50 on both of those. KC, you lose that. I think they beat Dallas.
1, 2, 3, 4. So CMC is probably going the next 3.
Well, depending on how if Pacheco affects.
Pacheco's going for 6. He's going 6 to 8. He won't even be here for this.
Yeah, so depending on if Pacheco, his absence affects them, depends. So I don't know.
Got you.
I don't know. It could be.
It get a little shaky. No, it definitely get a little shaky. Though.
Seeing their schedule, I might have have my take a little prematurely. It might get shaky though. I can't front.
I don't know. The Rams they losing everybody though. They falling off real quick.
Yeah, the Rams ain't looking good.
New England been playing hard and pushing teams to the limit. But Arizona is
they can win that game though. Arizona, If this Kyler Murray and Marvin
Harrison, they just had a lack of talent though. Yeah, I just think they had a lack of talent regardless.
Yeah.
Seattle should be interesting. KC. Dallas versus Dallas. I mean, they in Dallas. That can get a little interesting too. So
yeah, I say that it's about 50-50 except for all of them, except for really New England and the Rams for me.
Yeah, so they got a tough upcoming schedule. I think if these guys don't come back soon, you'll start. Well, if they're losing games and guys like Debo who aren't on IR, I think you'll start to see them kind of like force their way back a little early, a little prematurely. Sucks to be them, but sucks to be a lot of people on Sunday. Sucks to be you Sunday is what I call this topic because, man, all y'all that thought y'all teams was going to win games this week, they did not. I really want to ask you which game was the most surprising to you.
Our game.
But I was about to say, man, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to that. I'm pretty sure that's everybody's answer.
Our game, definitely. Really two games, honestly.
Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Went into Baltimore. Gardner Minshew as their quarterback, who I was trying to let you know about. You was trying to tell me about some Aiden O'Connell.
He good for now.
Now, good for now is what y'all paid him for. Y'all paid him for 1 year. That is what he was supposed to be here for. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, the Las Vegas Raiders go into Baltimore and they get them a dub against the Ravens, man. That is that is a rough one. I'm gonna get to that, JC. Sucks to be you Sunday and Monday. Saquon Butterfingers Barkley. We'll get to that show. But man, which one was more surprising to you? Obviously that game, but which game besides the Raiders game was most surprising to you?
Well, the reason why I'm surprised, obviously, because you beat the Ravens, a very good team who are now currently 0-2, which I'm very scared Lamar get it together. But I'm very surprised because I didn't think we were going to win this game, obviously, but I'm more surprised at how bad the Ravens defense looked. Like their defense is like top 5 every year, or at least since the Lamar Jackson regime. You know what I mean? And even in the past, their defense is never like bad, really. It's always their offense that needs to catch up. But their defense didn't look good. Didn't look good at all. I'm sorry, Marlon Humphreys. I'm calling you out. Marlon. You know what I mean? You ain't looking that good. You're not looking that great. You don't look good at all. But
Devontae didn't cook Marlon though.
Yeah, but he didn't look good.
Say that. I got you.
My attention has been on Marlon like for the past 2 games. I told you last week against Kansas City. I know that their receivers are fast and he can't keep up with them, but he didn't look good in coverage. He didn't look good at all. But I'm not just putting it all on him. That's just a person that I seen that popped out. But I'm not only just surprised at our win, not to transition to something else, but that Saints and Cowboys game, 44-19. Our win was more of a grind out win. We had to fight for our win, but the Saints were completely dominating the Cowboys and not even trying to ride the Saints like that, but they were dominating them. One thing I took away from that was that people counted out Alvin Kamara, said he was washed, and I was on the other fence of that. I did not say it. I always believed in him. Said the Saints were wasting him. So that was more surprising to me than our win.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with Dallas getting belt to ass in
BTA.
Dallas. I think. Hey, them Saints, them niggas was hitting. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about if they real, if they legit, if they not. I don't care about none of that just yet. Them niggas been hit 10.
I seen that Tyrann Mathieu hit on that sideline.
Nigga, did you see what the safety did to CD in the end zone?
Yeah, I did see that. I seen that too. Yeah.
I'm talking about smacking shit. They is out here smacking shit. That defense is looking a little intimidating. That's the word I'll use. You know what I'm saying?
They look all right. I told you last week I wanted to see this upcoming week to see if they was legit. And they answered one of my questions.
They definitely answered the call. I will say that shit is going to start to fall. No, we'll get into the Saints, but that shit is going to start to fall out because they are averaging 45 points a game.
Their division is so ass, though. So it's like.
I agree, but shit, not really. It don't look like it this year. Shit.
They look all right.
Falcons 1-1. Baker out there cooking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Saints out there averaging 45 a game. And then you got the lowly Panthers, who we'll get into later. But it's just, you know. Yeah. I think another game that kind of surprised me. Hey. All right, so the game that surprised me was the Green Bay beating. But, like, double salute, double shout-out to Malik. To Malik Willis.
Yeah, because people were shitting on you, G.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. They was super shitting on you this week. All my sports shows I was watching was shitting on you. My boy Nick Wright, who's one of my favorite analysts, was over there talking about you'll never get an easier bet than this in your life. Take the under on Malik Willis. Like, just – and then take Green Bay losing the game. And I know what happened out there in Tennessee. They ain't let you throw the ball. And you got a defensive guy calling offensive plays. It's all right, man.
And you know I rock with you, Killer. You know, Cam and Mason them. But you know, they disrespected my boy. And it was it's like who is his backup? I don't even know his backup. What is it, Malik Willis? I don't even know that nigga.
Yeah,
well you know him now.
You know him for sure now. 12 of 14, 122 and a touchdown. Followed by some rushing yards. Pull that up for you. Followed by six rushes, 41 yards. That's 6.8 a carry. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. He was handling his business. Shout out LaFleur, the head coach as well. Shout out Josh Jacobs, also for making it easy on him. You know?
I guess. Shout
I ain't
out
gonna. You guess 32 carries, 151.
I guess. Trader ass nigga.
He's not really a trader. He didn't go to the Chiefs, no, y'all. He went to Green Bay. You should just enjoy. You should enjoy every game that he plays. That's not against y'all.
It sound like some oozing that. You know what I mean?
Especially after Monday, I have no reason to feel.
Okay, my fault.
I have zero.
I might have been my fault.
Yeah, you definitely jumping the gun, brother, because I have no smoke with that man. I come on here all the time and tell you I have no smoke with Saquon Barkley. I could care less what he does until he plays us. I could really give a fuck.
My fault.
And Josh Jacobs, and I will say, only problem I got with him is that Josh Jacobs kind of reiterated my problem with Saquon when he said, yeah, the Chiefs offer me, but fuck the Chiefs because I played them twice a year and they rivals, so fuck the Chiefs. No, Saquon said, oh, the Eagles? Yay.
But we never really
let me hop on saddle and ride that. You feel me?
But our relationship on our end, we wanted Josh. Like, we wanted to keep him for long-term purposes. Like,
the money ain't match up. We wanted to keep him. We just we didn't want to spend an absurd amount of money.
Josh ain't want to be with us. That's the thing.
I think Josh would have also wanted to be there if y'all would have came off them ducats. Y'all wasn't trying to come off them ducats either.
Yeah, but we didn't end bad though. That's the reason why I think that our relationship. But it's neither here nor there.
I was about to say that.
It's neither here nor there.
That doesn't even matter.
I'm just saying the whole situation. It's neither here nor there.
The motherfucker gone. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, sucks to be you Sunday. Sucks to be this guy every day for the next couple weeks. The Panthers bench Bryce Young. After 18 starts, the Panthers decided to bench Bryce Young, and they're going to go with the Red Rocket. They're going to fly out there with Andy Dalton as their quarterback. Dave Canales was screaming to the top of his lungs that Bryce Young was his quarterback. And now he is on the bench for Andy Dalton. So Andy Dalton is now his quarterback. How you feel about this, man? Was it the right move? Was it the wrong move? Should they trade Bryce? Should they how do you feel about this whole situation?
This is ridiculous. Like, they're talking about trading this man. This is crazy. Like, it's really honestly baffling to me because they're talking about trading the man. what have you given him to work with? He got killed last year.
Mm-hmm.
That O-line was awful. You would think they were trying to set him up. You know what I'm saying? Like word. Like you think they was trying to get him knocked off. This is craziness right here. And you're thinking about trading him and you're benching him for Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton? Are we serious here?
Andy Dalton's had playoff success. Well, Andy Dalton's had regular season success in his career.
He might as well be Brian Scalabrine. I don't know, bro. I know, bro, obviously, Andy Dalton, but still, you're Andy Dalton. You're trash. You're awful. I've seen you multiple times where Cincinnati didn't do good, didn't do great at all. That's why they traded you. For who?
I think that's cap.
He went to the playoffs one time, right?
They would always go to the playoffs. They just couldn't win the playoff game.
Bro, Andy Dalton is not going to do anything to help this team. Baker Mayfield couldn't do anything to help this team. Sam Darnold couldn't do anything to help this team. They're not going to do anything. Like it's going to be the same thing next week. I'm upset that this is happening to Bryce Young. The reason why I'm upset is because these young quarterbacks never get a chance to do anything. You're supposed to build your team up and then draft a quarterback. Not draft a quarterback so he can get killed all his whole career and then try to make a move or make a play. This is the same thing I had against the Bears for drafting Caleb Williams. Now I get it. Caleb Williams is a generational talent. But what weapons did you put around Justin Fields? The same thing. Look at the situation CJ was just brought into. A great defense. They went out and got players. Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, Nico Collins. Like, these are players that can help you. You got Adam Thielen you're throwing the ball to. Adam Thielen? Come on now. Like, only reason why Adam Thielen even had success is because Stephon Diggs was getting doubled. And you seen what happened. You seen what happened when he left.
Definitely don't agree with that.
I do. Oh, I agree with myself. You don't have to agree with me.
You can have that opinion because I definitely pull up his stats on the Vikings. Adam Thielen
you can do that. You can do that. He used to be as cool. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing now? So this is kind of crazy to me because it's like you're not giving him a fair shake. Now I understand that he may not have completed a lot of passes and stuff of that nature. But how am I supposed to complete passes when my O-line is letting everybody through? This is ridiculous. Sorry for my soapbox, but I'm highly upset about this. I'm very mad. I'm very upset.
I ain't mad at your soapbox, brother. I go on one pretty much every week.
I seen that they said that he is just the biggest bust of all time. I'm like, bro, he's been in the league for a year and a half, and nobody. You haven't given him nothing to work with.
I mean, I can agree with you on that point as far as they ain't giving him nothing to work with. I don't know, bro. I'm kind of like on the fence about it. I ain't even gonna hold you. Well, I will say I don't think, and fair or not, I don't think any quarterbacks from like now on are gonna, maybe from like 3 years prior on, are gonna get a fair shake due to, and I'm gonna say it, due to my quarterback. I believe people literally saw that situation and saw like different GMs, different coaches, and all of that, giving him multiple opportunities and nothing changing. I don't think nobody's going for that. Like even in Tennessee, you draft Malik, and then the next year you draft Will Levis, and then they're probably going to end up benching Will Levis at some point this year
because the mistakes that he's making.
Right, and I mean it's a dog shit organization and situation, but it's like quarterbacks are, especially first round quarterbacks, are picked to cover up some of the holes we have. They're supposed to be band-aids for some of the stuff that we lack.
I don't mean to interrupt, but the only reason why I don't agree with that is because you have Tony Pollard back there. You have DeAndre Hopkins, and you have Calvin Ridley. You have weapons. That is weapons that you can use. Name me Bryce Young's weapons.
Xavier Legette, Deontay Johnson, and Adam Thielen.
You said Deontay Johnson.
Lamar, yes.
It's a reason. Okay, I'm just not going to go into the stats. I'm going to speak off of pure having this man on fantasy. I would never, ever in life, ever put my all in Deontay Johnson ever again in life. And that's one of the weapons that you speak of that he has.
I was about to say, you was talking fantasy. You said
bro put up.
Your sentence started with throw out his production.
Hold on.
Throw out his production.
You're right. Let me see.
Talk about his fantasy.
You're right.
His fantasy scores.
And he has Deontay Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He has Deontay Johnson. He has Adam Thielen.
Mm-hmm. And Xavier Legette. We drafted you a wide receiver too.
Right. I like Xavier. He's nice. South Carolina cat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's straight. But also a rook. But let me see. Deontay Johnson has 5 receptions, 34 yards, last 2 games. Right? Let me go 2023.
Xavier Legette has 4 receptions, 35 yards. Nobody's getting the football. And I think that's the point of the change, bro.
Bro, even if
I need to see if my offense is even competent. It doesn't look competent with you back here. Bro, I need to see if it works. If it don't work at all, then it don't work at all, and I feel it. But at the same time, bro, nigga, I got a job too as a coach.
I don't agree with this one, man.
And if people think this shit is gonna work behind somebody else and not you, then I'm gonna give it a try. What we gonna do? What's the worst that could happen? Like you just said, what's the worst that could happen?
And Deontay Johnson had 680 yards last year, 5 TDs, and 59 receptions.
As a number 2 receiver. Yep.
Go ahead, Token. Go ahead further. What you were saying about about the team. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to figure it out. Like and I'm not saying it's fair or not fair because I guess it's not fair. But in 18 starts, you ain't showed me nothing. I don't even see flashes. We don't even get the occasional flash from my boy. It's literally rough outing, under 100 yards passing, under 100 yards passing, under. Like, it's just. Can I see something?
I just don't think they're just giving like that fair shake. Like, I agree with Tom. Like, it was a time where they developed quarterbacks. Like, the reason why, even though Jordan Love just got hurt, the reason why I feel like he's having success is because he had time to be groomed. He had time to actually like.
Timetable is unbelievably short. Andy Dalton is not an answer, nor does he help the franchise long term. Bryce, time down there is over with, and I feel he'll be better off somewhere else.
And it's sad, and that's very sad because you got people like Baker Mayfield, right? Now everybody is back on the Baker hype train because he's found a home. You got drafted to the Cleveland Browns, who are awful, who are still awful. You know what I'm saying? Not saying awful, but they weren't good,
and they made a playoff.
They weren't exactly, but then it started going downhill, and then you give up on them early. He goes to Carolina, it doesn't go out the way you want. You give it up on him early. Granted, the Rams, you just need them for you basically rented him, but now he's having success with a good team, good receivers, a good defense, okay O-line. Like these are quarterbacks who are finding success at other teams because the organization is giving them what they need to succeed. Like
so, my question is, how long do you wait? How long are you waiting on the quarterback?
It depends on my situation. CJ's situation is different.
Because you said Cleveland gave up on him too soon. He was 3-4 years in the hole.
3 years, I believe.
Before we decide to let it go, and he was having injury problems. We didn't know if this nigga could throw with his fucked up shoulder. So
I'm not just saying his situation specifically. Well, I'm saying in general, it's like really Zach Wilson, Baker Mayfield, these people who aren't getting a fair shake.
For me. It's a general question for me. Zach Wilson also kind of got a fair shake, bro. I don't know how you.
Okay, he was there. Okay,
fair shake, and he was just bad. Okay, like a lot of these guys are just bad, and then it'd be like, oh, we didn't give him a fair shake, but then the ones that we give a fair shake to be like, oh, y'all should have been got rid of him, nigga. He's trash, and it's like, bro, what? So how do we determine who gets a quote unquote fair shake? And
so
not?
Zach Wilson.
What I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, since you just you said something about Zach Wilson, right? Hear me. Zach Wilson was there for a year as a rookie, right? To the Jets. He gets drafted to the Jets. He was there as a rookie. He didn't make the playoffs, but he gets there at the end of the season. He plays good. He slips up and says something that rubs the organization the wrong way. They end up getting Aaron Rodgers. They draft for Aaron Rodgers. They made the playbook for Aaron Rodgers. Their personnel is all for Aaron Rodgers. Everything is implicated for his setting and his setting alone. The receivers that they pick, that he told them handpicked to go get them. Everything is designed for him. I'm Zach Wilson. You drafted me number 2 overall to help your organization. I've been here a year. I've been here 2 years. You get him, the quarterback who doesn't like backup quarterbacks. You get this man, change the whole organization to fit him. He goes down game 1, and I'm supposed to lead our team to victory off of his playbook. I'm not Aaron Rodgers. So why would you want me to succeed? Or how would you want this to go? So this is what I'm saying, fair shakes. You're not giving these quarterbacks fair shakes. You're not giving them time to even develop. Sit back at the veteran quarterback for a year or two. Let them see what it is to be in the NFL before you just throw them out in the fire. Some of them succeed, some of them don't. Like CJ, he succeeded, but they put the personnel around him to succeed. That's what I'm saying.
And I get where you coming from, but bro, they're running a team, bro. And in Zach Wilson's situation, everything else was there except quarterback play.
Okay? If a person is there for, okay,
I got you a number 1 receiver.
What?
I got you a running back. The offensive line, not dog shit. You have an elite defense. Well, how much more do you need to show that you can even be competent? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking y'all missing. Like, it's not even that they was doing so-so, or they was all right, they was 50-50 on some days, and then it's like, oh, they got benched. No, these niggas have not shown anything. And you like, oh, well, there's nothing on this team, so I should expect nothing from you. What the fuck did I draft you for if I expect nothing from you?
Bro, we just talked about Zach Wilson's situation. If I just go from one playbook, if I'm here for one playbook with a coach that's telling me this, telling me that, I have the keys to this organization because I'm the quarterback here. You're doing this. You bring in Aaron Rodgers, who's in a win now situation, bring his whole Green Bay team to my team, put the playbook up, and he gets hurt the first game. And you want me to do what he does. No. These are not my plays. These are not my playbook. It's designed for him. Lazard is designed. You brought Lazard here. You're designed for him.
I feel like that's out. Niggas get their
niggas
get their quarterbacks changed all the time.
Bro,
I mean, their coordinators changed all the time. Niggas get their coordinators changed all the time. Coordinators and coaches. And they don't have excuses, but now it's like, oh, this nigga just, hey, we didn't give them enough time. Is what?
I don't know, man.
That's why I said, what's a timetable for you that they should be ready?
I don't know, man.
When should they be ready? Or
if I have a
on them or not?
If I have a veteran quarterback like how Jordan Love was doing Aaron Rodgers, give me 2 to 3 years to develop you, and then we'll see what you have. We will put you in when we're up. We'll put you in with when he goes down for a game or two. We'll put you in at the end of the season and things like that to see what you can do, like they were doing Jordan Love. Okay. Until we can figure out if you can we can see in practice what you can do. Scrimmages, things like that, right? So listen, we can see what you can do in scrimmages and practices and things like that when we have. So when we're ready to give up on our vet and we're here, we'll give you that year or two to figure out if we want to keep you or not. They're not even giving them that. They're giving them 2 years. Figure it out in 2 years. If you don't got to figure it out in 2 years, you're through. You're done. Like damn.
And I get where you coming from, but you just said that like they don't see this nigga at practice too. Like it's not possible for him to be bad at practice too.
But all that
like,
should
not
be
possible.
But no, definitely. But all that should be in the evaluation. Don't just give him. He's bad at practice. You got him starting. He the captain already. You got him leading the whole school. You got him leading grown ass men. I'm 20.
Bad in the game. Bad during film study. Nigga, bro, how many more things I'm letting him be bad at before?
Okay. Nobody's that bad. You just described Jamarcus Russell. Nobody's that bad. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's not watching film.
I doubt that he's going in practice, tearing shit up, like cooking these niggas, go in the game, fuck it up, and they like, yeah, bro, you're cooked. I doubt that's happening.
It just looks like he's not. It looks like he's not getting a fair shake. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just trying to figure out how long they got to be here for a fair shake to be a thing. Maybe JC can answer it for me too. How long do you got to be here for it to be a fair shake?
Oh my God! Thank you. They traded DJ Moore. Who's a great playmaker who didn't want to leave. You traded him. You could have added on to him. They could have added more weapons. Even had him Adam Thielen. You just signed two. You just signed 2 number 2s, nigga.
Well, we don't. We do that to get the draft spot for you, because you won the high.
Nigga, you ain't doing me no favor. Don't draft me.
I feel what you're saying, but like that is kind of how that happened. It's not like, oh yeah, we draft Bryce, now we're gonna trade DJ Moore, so we don't have nobody throwing the ball to. No, in order for them to draft a quarterback that they wanted, they had to give up pieces, and that's what Chicago asked for. He was his number 1 overall pick. It's gonna take you some draft picks and this piece.
Don't draft me, bro. This is bad GM. I believe they had a long-term GM. They fired him. Signed the GM for a year, and they just fired him because they didn't have success. So I'm like, this was a bad move. I know their GM is still there. That's how we end up.
Bro, hold on. That's how we end up. He didn't get fired after a year. He's still there.
This is bad. This is awful.
I'm just letting you know because we made the trade for Brian Burns with the same guy that was already there. They replaced coaches. They're paying multiple coaches for sure.
Lord have mercy. 2000. Dan Morgan was named president of football operations and general manager in 2022. And Morgan served terms this 3 seasons. Okay, yeah, all right. So they just hired him. They just hired him. In January.
But I'm saying, you said they fired the guy last year. He's been there.
Dan Morgan was just hired there. He was just hired in 2024. Let me see.
I was about to say can't be because we did the trade. The shit was on Hard Knocks.
Let me see.
Where they did the trade with Brian Burns.
Yeah.
It was on Hard Knocks. And that was like prior to this season.
Scott Fitter served. So Scott Fitter served as the general manager 2021 to January 2024. Yeah, Dan Morgan just got hired 2024. Yeah, I'm about to say,
January of 2024. Okay, that never mind.
Yeah.
That timeline makes
sense. Bro just got hired.
Okay, no, that makes sense. The draft. I apologize. Yeah.
And this is terrible.
I get where y'all coming from, but I also get where they coming from. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna say I'm playing both sides of the fence for sure on this one because
I just want to see how this plays out.
If a nigga just ain't produced, like he ain't, it'd be different if he was like showing flashes on occasion, and then it's like, all right, let's get him some more weapons, blah, blah, blah. I think that's why Justin Fields may have lasted so long. It's like, oh, I see some flashes every now and then, even with what we got. So it's like,
I don't know.
You've done nothing, and I can't completely say it's everybody else's fault all the time. Like I just can't.
I'm not saying it's everybody else's fault, but
you have 245 yards, 0 touchdowns, three interceptions, and they have a 44 rating. Like it's not.
When I see situations like Malik, when I see situations like Trey Lance, when I see situations like that, it's like y'all drafting these players, like you draft Trey Lance so the Falcons wouldn't get him. I understand you can't bar injuries, but like you don't even need him. And then Shanahan talking about at the end, yeah, I take responsibility for that. That was us. Nigga, duh. Like we know it was you. Like with like
I get you. Want them to. I think Malik was actually drafted with the correct intent.
And then Ryan Tannehill says what he says.
No, that's why I said I believe they drafted him with the correct intent. That just didn't work out.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate situation for Bryce Young. I feel like this is more so on the Panthers than it is on Bryce. I'm not putting everything completely on him.
No, for sure. And I'm not
on them, but
me neither. But I'm just saying, like, I understand someone not having production and getting put on the bench because that is what your job is, to produce.
Yeah, but
like if it's a rookie corner, so hear me out. If it was a rookie corner and he's getting murdered and then we decide to bench him, we're not gonna feel the same as it being. And I mean, granted, they are completely different positions. So, like, take it with a grain of salt. But it's like, if this corner getting murdered, we're not going to really care if he get benched. You might even call for him to get benched. It's like, hey, bench this nigga, put somebody in that could do it. And then when we do it, you know what I'm saying? Your whole defense might be trash. But this one nigga keep getting cooked. And it keeps, like, eyes on him. And it's like, all right. take him out the game, coach. Put him on the bench, coach. Let somebody else come and do it, coach. But when it's like somebody that's playing quarterback ain't producing, it's oh no, nigga, let him get a shot. Let him get 3 years before you even think about benching him. And it's like I get that being on the field, the more you're on the field, the more you learn, the more you understand things. But I also get this is an entire locker room. And if everybody else feels like we are, I don't want to say losing because of him, but doing things in spite of him and he's not helping the cause, and he was the number 1 overall pick and a Heisman winner, like, I got a locker room to win over too. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm the new head coach here. I got to do things that maybe even put a spark in some people. Like if Andy Dalton comes out there and throw for 200 yards and operates an offense, then what are we going to say?
They keep him. They trade him off to somewhere else.
I'm saying, what do you say? What kind of gets said to that point? Because then it's like, well, now I don't look necessarily wrong, and y'all was just all on my back about nothing. He couldn't operate my offense, and I need somebody that can operate my offense. Like
if Andy Dalton goes out there and gets equally killed, though, I'm flipping. If he gets equally killed, I want them niggas to get Bryce Young help immediately. I mean, immediately. He needs help. It is what it is. Let me put it this way. It's not a good marriage. That's all I'm going to say. And a good marriage between the organization and a good marriage between Bryce Young. It's not a good marriage. So,
no, I feel you on that. Let me see. 2023.
Not everybody is Joe Burrow. Not everybody's CJ Stroud. Not everybody's these people.
And now, granted, he threw the ball 58 times, right?
The nigga's like Kyler Murray.
But Andy Dalton played in 3 games last year. In 1 game, he went 34 of 58 with 361 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. And granted, he threw the ball a lot. But I'm just saying, I'm talking about competence is what I'm saying.
Well, he's a vet, so.
Exactly. Go watch somebody do what I'm asking you to do.
And
maybe that's better for you. Go watch him do what I'm asking you to do.
And that's okay. Now, if you come into the league like that, that's different. But don't call me the biggest bust, bench me, put him in, want me to watch what he's doing and stuff like that. Like you drafted me here to do this. You drafted me number 1. You traded to choose up to just to get me. Put stuff around me to help me succeed. If you just made all the sacrifice to get me, or don't skip any boxes. Let me sit behind Andy Dalton or Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield, who you had at the time, whoever was there at the quarterback position when he was there. Let me sit behind him for 7 games, 8 games, like Lamar did Joe Flacco. Like these people, you know what I mean? Let me develop.
I feel what you're saying.
You put me in with the Wolves.
Maybe they do it a little bit in reverse, but also like, nigga, you done heard the saying, nigga, you throw me in a jungle, butt naked, nigga, I'm gonna come out with a mink coat on, nigga. Some niggas, if you throw them to the Wolves, they survive, and apparently he's not one of those niggas. So it'd be like, all right, well, let me see if my offense is even able to be. I think it's more of a. Personally, I'm starting to think it's more of like a coach check more so. Hey, nigga, is my shit this bad? Am I calling shit this bad?
But
is
see,
my team this bad?
If you got
this nigga can't throw for 100 yards.
If you got a Jimmy Garoppolo and a Tom Brady situation, I understand. Jimmy sat behind Tom, learned from Tom, and was ass anyway. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get that situation. But then you have a Brett Favre to an Aaron Rodgers to a Jordan Love. And that's when you get to see similarities in between quarterbacks, because he sat behind a quarterback, sat behind another quarterback, to make me confident believe that, oh, you're good. Because you've seen this quarterback, you've seen how it was done. You studied under this quarterback. You can lead us to success. Like, not throw him in. I'm fresh out of college. I'm playing against 17, 18-year-olds. I'm playing against real grown men. Some people got it. Some people, you need a little second to develop. That's all I'm saying.
And I mean, I get what you're saying. But none of them was the number 1 overall pick. And I mean, that kind of go to y'all argument, like the number 1 overall pick don't usually get benched. But the number 1 overall pick is gonna start, bro.
But you're going to the worst.
It's gonna happen. Agreed, but it's gonna happen. You're gonna start. When have you ever seen the number 1 overall pick just not start? it might take some research, right? Like you got to think about it. You got to really do some research and like, oh, when is he not? But like Rodgers was taken 24th. Jordan Love wasn't number 1. He might have been back half first round too. Like, it's I don't know. I feel like yes, you do have, and I was watching the Chicago Bears Hard Knocks yesterday with my pops, and Nick Saban was giving Ryan Poles, the GM of the Bears, some like advice. Like he was like, shit, the expectations from the media and everything is going to already be on his shoulders. So you got to kind of essentially dial it back in-house expectation wise.
Well, they're stuck. But the Bears, they're stuck with them. Second team too, by the way. They're stuck with them regardless of if he does good this year or next year. He's gonna be there for a little second. He'll be there for a hot second.
No,
his situation is different.
Agreed, but I'm just saying, like, all the number 1 picks is pretty much gonna start, bro, and they all gonna have expectation.
That's true.
And when they don't live up to expectation, it's gonna call for some change. And usually when it's flashes, so for example, this is the way I'll try to break it down. When it's flashes and you be like, oh, I saw something in him. When you see stuff like that, that's usually when you get a coach fired. Coordinator fired. Something like that. You don't get benched. Everything happens before that. Before you get benched or traded, everything happens before that. When you show flashes. But when the offense is completely incompetent, my offense has 84 passing yards in a football game in which they pass the ball all the time. That is what I'm saying. Like, if my offense is that incompetent, we have to see. I have to. I literally have to see if you're making this bad, or are you making a bad situation worse? Let me say that. Let me put it like that. Are you making a bad situation worse, or is you doing your goddamnedest in this situation is just that fucked up that you can't give me a slight glimmer of hope as a football player?
But the thing is, I'm thinking. I swear that's the last statement, then we could definitely move on. But if Sam didn't give you a winning record, Baker didn't give you a winning record, or anything, like I don't even know if they won. I don't know when the last time they even won like 7-8 games. So if they couldn't do it either, and it's the same thing, but shouldn't it already light bulb already kind of click, like to get more pieces around?
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but then when you start replacing GMs and you start replacing, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, now it's like, well, build through the draft. We rebuild and build through the draft, build through free agency and trades.
Bro, I swear,
build through the draft, add through free agency and trades. Like,
I swear, sometimes I think that we can do their job like right now, like from home. Like I promise you, I'll be feeling that sometimes. Like, goodness gracious, some things aren't rocket science. Like, the nigga needs help. Like, well, I'm not even saying like that, but the O-line, I seen they tried to make some more moves in the offseason, which they did, but the O-line
they're attempting. It's not like they not trying to do these things and just fail. Like, they just ignoring things. They know they needed help at receiver. They went receiver in the draft with their first overall pick, which was a second round pick, because they had to give their first to Chicago. Like, they paid Robert Hunt, the offensive guard from Miami. They paid him, I think, $100 million. They overpaid him. Nigga, please come to Carolina. We're trying. Like, it's not. We went and traded for Deontay Johnson, who was a really good number 2, and he don't really necessarily got to be a number 1 over here, but you got a weapon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, he might not have that X. Maybe Xavier Legette turns into that. He might not have that one, but he got people to throw the ball to, in my opinion. So it's like, that's why I said adding Andy Dalton to me is team evaluation. Like, I understand they're not gonna win no games, and I know JC said that. He was like, they shouldn't be focused on winning this year anyway, because they're not gonna win shit. Agreed.
Literally.
But if I'm evaluating,
and maybe that's why they said them shit.
I mean, that could be it too. I don't want you to die out here. You feel me? That could be it, but it could also be team evaluation, bro. It could be, I need to see what the rest of these people look like. Like, let me see. Like I said, let me see if my offense is competent, bro. Let me see if I'm really drawing up bad offensive plays and the offensive line is this bad that we got to play like this. Or can I put somebody else in here? Same playbook. He's been doing the same shit. He's been taking second team reps. Can I throw him in here with the first? And we get something positive going.
Shit, we'll see though. We'll
No, for
see.
sure. I mean, we gonna see, and I mean they play y'all up next, so we'll see.
That's
not and not talking shit, but like that's not the best competition in the world. So it definitely should be like some, you know, it should be. You should have a small battle at some point. Like it should be.
We just beat the Ravens
at some point in the game.
You ain't gonna take me off my high horse.
I mean, I feel you. Daniel Jones is the only NFC quarterback to ever beat Lamar Jackson ever in a football game, ever. So like, right. Just hold that with y'all won on Sunday. Anyway, moving on to another NFC South team, and I'm so glad we got JC in here. Are the Saints a real threat in the NFC? I'm just gonna say the NFC. I'm not gonna say the whole league, because I do believe this will be a fall off come soon. I just believe it's inevitable. Averaging 45 points. If they score 45 points, if they average 45 points a game for the rest of the year, this would be quite literally historically the best team ever on offense, like ever. And they out there smacking shit. I ain't gonna lie. Their defense is out there laying the wood. Pause. Like they going crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, they out there smacking shit. All you hear is, you know what I'm saying? Sound like metal chairs clapping together. Nigga, they out there hitting. Like they out there hitting shit.
Nah, they are.
So I'd say are the Saints a real NFC threat to you?
Are you asking me or are you already
Yeah, I'm asking you.
What was your answer?
I was gonna wait on your answer.
Okay. I thought I answered the last one. That's what.
Okay, I mean, I'll take it. Just give you some. No,
I got mine. Okay.
No, a real threat like NFC. To me, that means NFC Championship. Like, is you a threat to fight for this NFC Championship? No, hell no. I ain't gonna say hell no, but no. Like, I just think it's too much. I think that division might be better than everybody thought, and you might have to have a fight to get out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then followed by the Lions, who lost to somebody in your division. Followed by who I don't really believe in, but they'll be there. The Eagles. They'll be in the playoffs. The Cowboys will probably make the playoffs.
They will.
The Niners.
They will.
Like, when I'm putting you up against them guys, it's still, and I know we on paper, but yeah, I put you up against them guys. I don't like your odds. So I'm going to just say no for that purpose alone. Are they playing great football? Yes. But am I sold that they going to ride this type of wave throughout the rest of the season? No. As of right now, yes. But I'm not sold on anybody as a week 2. Let's see how they look when they come down to earth in the offense later down the road. That's what JC said.
I agree. The division is definitely better than what we thought going into the season. Baker's playing out of his mind. Kirk's finding a way to win. And it's super early right now in the season, so you never know, man. They could lose fucking 5 straight games. You know what I mean? You never know. So it's still early, but what I can say is I didn't expect them to put up 40 on Dallas's head like how they did. So it definitely raised some eyebrows, even the week 1 when I came in here last week and was like, I just want to see what they do against the Cowboys and see if they're legit. But I don't know, man. I agree with what you were saying, but shit, they got Derek Carr. They got fucking Derek Carr. I know a thing or two about Derek Carr. Oh, yeah, I know. He could ball 1 or 2 games. I seen him do it before. I seen him ball 1 or 2 games. And I also seen that he, after the first 3 weeks, go on a hiatus. So I'm waiting for the shoe to drop with Derek Carr, and I'm waiting for it with the Saints. So I'm not sold just yet, but they definitely opened my eyes up, though. I can't say that. And they have so many weapons that I didn't think they really had like that. Like, I like Chris Olave, but I thought he was overhyped. But I like what's his name? Like, what's his name?
Rashid.
Yeah. Bro is nice, and they rid Alvin off, and they shouldn't have did that. So yeah, they're all right. So I just want to see what they keep on doing.
I was about to say, has Derek Carr ever had this many weapons one time?
Yeah, Devontae, Josh, Darren Waller, Hunter
Waller was
Renfrow.
there when y'all had Devontae?
Yeah. That's when we had the disappointing season. Everybody was expecting us to go to the playoffs like that. And we started off terrible. We were just trying to claw our way back. That's what Josh's last like breaking point was. He was like, "Yeah, I'm after next season, I'm out of here." Yeah. So yeah,
I feel it. I don't know, man. I just think what they doing right now is just unfathomable to continue to do. You know what I'm saying? I think it's difficult to even think about. Like, y'all niggas averaging 45 points a game. Like, y'all scored 91 points in the last 2 games.
And their division is playing good besides the Panthers, so they got to fade them niggas twice. So
so
I don't think that's gonna last that long.
Yeah, it just get a little rough. I mean, your personal sentiments with Derek Carr is your personal sentiments with Derek Carr for sure. Maybe you feel the same way about him the way I feel about Saquon Barkley, but
dude, in the beginning of the season, all of the Saints fans said they got to get Derek Carr out of here.
No, I agree. I agree. No, we was talking about that in my group chat. How
in the football world, people are so quick to forget. Just 2 weeks ago, they were saying get rid of him, and I was laughing by saying because when they first got him, I'm laughing. They're like, "Oh, you got Derek Carr, we got a quarterback who can go deep, throw deep." I'm like, bro. I'm like, yo, who has an IQ to set it there? I'm like, yo, he's gonna do the same thing he did for us to y'all. And 2 weeks ago, they were calling for his head. Not everybody love him. Like this is craziness. How people are quick to forget.
Yeah, I don't know why people. I don't know. Derek Carr's cool to me. I've had poverty at quarterback for a while, so Derek Carr's cool to me. He throws 4,000 yards pretty much every year. He's cool to me. Like 39, 3,900, 3,800, 3,600.
That nigga said I've had poverty at quarterback, nigga.
I'm just saying. I think some people get spoiled, and then some people just get too antsy. So, like, the Saints fans, I don't know what kind of standard they hold themselves to. But
Sean Payton standard.
Like they deserved better at quarterback. And this is better for them. So, just play better. We don't necessarily have to replace you. Be better. You know what I mean? So, I think that's a lot of why people typically call for people jobs. Like, nigga, the easiest thing is to bench you or trade you. It's the easier thing to do. It's harder for you to play well because I'm pretty sure you don't go out here stinking it up on purpose.
So what if he played well these 2 games and this nigga stinks it up for the next 5?
If he plays well the next 2, so they probably be 4-0. Clint Kubiak, the new OC, Bryce Shanahan offense over there. I was about to say they do got a new OC too. They got a new OC. Dennis Allen is back to just calling defense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like that could be it too. He could have finally found his coordinator the way you say, hey, y'all giving up on him too soon. Maybe y'all gave up on him too soon. But that's why I asked that. But that's why I also asked that question because it's like, how long is too soon?
We had that nigga for like 6-7 years.
It's like how long is too long? How long is too long before I say fuck it? How long is too short before I say fuck it?
No, 7 years, 6-7 years. It's crazy. Go ahead though.
I feel you. Just that's just my spiel on Derek Carr. I don't think he's the worst. I think he's mid. I think he's mid. And I think if you got weapons around some mid, your shit gonna look all right. Huh? You got weapons and good play calling around some mid, your shit gonna look all right. For sure. That's how I feel about it. But moving on. Sunday night football / Monday night football in review. The Bears took on the Texans on Sunday night football. So we had CJ Stroud versus Caleb Williams in a nutshell. And then you had Monday night, which was I didn't get to catch the game live. I caught the rerun. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Atlanta Falcons. Sunday night, the Bears lost to the Texans. Let me get that score for you.
It was like 19-17 or something like that.
Something along those lines. Yeah, 1 second. Sorry.
I agree.
Can't type this shit as fast as I thought I could.
Yeah, I was 13-19.
13-19. There you go.
13-19.
I've been trying to take the easy route, bro, and just like go to Siri and like type in NFL and just scroll. I guess Yeah,
that's what I do. I just type in NFL and
just real
scroll.
quick. Yeah. So they lost the game. The Bears lost 13-19. CJ Stroud was 23 of 36, 260 yards and a touchdown. Nico Collins had 8 catches, 135 yards and a touchdown. Caleb Williams was 23 of 37, 174 and no touchdowns.
That game I watched. They both didn't really look good. It was more of a defensive game than anything. The offense struggled on both sides. So I can't really just say it was a flawless victory for the Texans and CJ and them boys. Nico played out of his fucking mind. Out of his mind. Nico was putting up Wolverine, by the way.
He giving back the real X factor, like the real X receiver feel.
Yeah, like
big 6'5" guy who can run and make all the catches. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might not be the most defined route runner.
Yeah.
But he is huge and he can catch.
Nico is playing out of his mind, bro. Michigan Wolverine, by the way, once again. But like I was saying, let's move on. But their offenses didn't look good. I don't want to put it on Caleb, which I was kind of disappointed in DJ Moore. Got to be patient with Caleb. Second game. Got to be more patient with the guy. You know, Caleb also has to understand that some of the tricks and trades that are working in college is not going to work here. It's not. Some things are just not going to work. I understand you want to prolong plays and be smart and stuff like that, but you have to get the ball out of your hands quickly. Yeah, you don't have Keenan Allen who was supposed to play, who didn't play last game, who could be your safety net in those 5 to 10 5-yard routes. You know what I mean, to get you to the sideline and things like that, to get your offense going and things like that. Swift didn't really play good, which I thought was going to be a great addition to him. The reason why I'm disappointed in DJ Moore is I think he was running a comeback route, and Caleb just overthrew him. And DJ, really before the ball even got to the ground, took off his helmet, kind of got mad, stormed on the sideline. I'm like, bro, it's second game. You got to kind of work with him. You know what I mean? Bring him to the sideline. Be a veteran presence to him. Tell him what he needs to do, things like that. But it was more so of a defensive game.
I feel you on the defensive game aspect for sure. I think the frustration comes from, nigga, I'm working real, real hard to get open. I'm open. You supposed to be him. They traded my guy. Give me the ball. Was he supposed to sit behind? And you just said it was a comeback route. He's supposed to sit behind somebody and learn how to throw a comeback route.
I'm just saying though,
and I'm not calling to bench him, obviously, but
I'm wondering. I'm just saying though, you visually frustrated with the guy. I'm like, bro, you know the kid has talent. You know the kid can play. He has to now learn how to put it all together. Now, in his process, it's his second game. As my vet, my wide receiver vet, who I'm supposed to have a connection with, I need guidance in this moment when I'm getting smacked up. This is clearly a defensive game. Our offense and their offense can't really put up points right now. It's a defensive game. Mm-hmm. Bring him to the side. At least if I'm a GM or a coach, I want you to bring him to the side. Yo, catch me here. At this point, put it here. You know what I'm saying? You got to trust me like I'm going to trust you. Whatever you got to do to get him going. Not take your helmet off. Go to the sideline, throw him off and things like that. Like, yo, relax, brother. It's a second game.
I get where you come from. You don't think they do that shit already, though?
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's a second game.
He's had that conversation with him multiple times? Hey, this is a known thing. Hey, nigga, you know where to throw the ball.
In week 17,
threw it over there.
In week 17, and not week 2. Not a second NFL game ever. It's week 17, cool. Maybe you can get away with it. Not a second NFL game ever.
Unless it's just miscommunication, I could be mad that you fucked up a curl route. I could be very mad you fucked up a curl route.
That's cool to be.
Unless it was an option route, and the other option was for me to go to go where you threw the ball, I could very much be upset about that.
That's cool to be upset. But as my vet, my second game, come to me and be like, yo, this is what you did wrong. So I need you to be better at. If I'm still doing it by week 17, week 18, and I can't correct it on my own, Then throw your hissy fit. That's cool. I don't mind you throwing your hissy fit. But this is week 2, my second NFL game ever against a pretty good defensive team.
I feel what you're saying, but I feel like competitiveness and passion play a part in that, bro. Nigga, I want to win too. Like, you basically telling me, take the whole season off because you have to learn.
DJ Moore is used to losing.
Bro,
let's be real.
Right, but now
DJ Moore.
Nigga, I'm in a better situation.
No,
where
he's
I'm not supposed to. So the Chicago Bears are not better than the Carolina
Panthers?
No,
he's not in a better situation. You're in a better situation, like maybe 1-2 levels, but you're still dealing with a rookie quarterback. You had Justin Fields last year, who wasn't that great, who was kind of good on his feet, kind of every now and then. Every now and then, they didn't give him a chance to develop, and they didn't put anything around him. You got Darnell Mooney on one side, and you got DJ Moore on the other side. Not really much to work with. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Kmet. He's nice, but not much to work with here. So you got these people, right? Your situation you're going into this year, you have Keenan Allen, you have this person, that, and the third. You still have a rookie quarterback who's not going to get everything off the rip. They want the organization to be ran through him, and I'm the number 1 pick. Give me time. Give me time on second game.
I can't be upset because you fucked up because you're a rookie.
Bro, I'm not saying not get upset, but doing it in a different way. Doing it a different way can help his confidence or break his confidence. That's what I'm saying.
All right, bro.
It's not rocket science, bro. Like
it's not rocket science, but y'all treating these niggas like some bitches. Y'all treating them like some hoes. Y'all are treating them like hoes. Your feelings matter that much your feelings matter that much that I can't be frustrated. I can't be visibly frustrated because you're gonna lose your confidence.
That's not
what that doesn't have nothing to do with it. If I get mad, bro, and then I come talk to you in the locker room after it and we talk about it, it's over. It's just over. Me being mad on national television, all these games are on national television. That is just that. Yeah. So me being mad on a primetime game, I'd be mad if this was 1:00 in Zimbabwe, nigga. I'd be mad that you fucked up this route. It's just that. Nigga, if me and you was playing basketball, right, and I'm the point guard, and I keep turning the ball over, you're going to be mad at me for turning the ball over no matter how many times I've been put in this situation. This is my second game on this level. Second game on this level, if I continue to turn the ball over, you're going to get upset at me, bro. Because you know I can play basketball. Not because it's this level. I know he understands certain things. And I know he understands, and I know kind of which play you're talking about, but I can't envision the play. I know the emotion you're talking about. I saw that. I have to see the play again for it to be like, bro, maybe this was a simple pitch and catch and you just fucked it up. Things already not going right. So it's like, we need things to get back on track and you continuing to fuck them up. It's like, nigga, I'm going to be mad. It's just that. I'm not saying you can't be. I'm not saying we not cool. I'm not saying you the op now. I don't fuck with you. You stuck. I'm not saying none of that. But nigga, I have every right to be upset if we need to get going. And this was perfect pitch and catch for us to get going, and you fucked it up. I could be upset, bro.
That man behind you in his first playoffs, what did he do?
I don't know. Remind me.
He shot, I believe, 3 air balls.
Okay.
In a row.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal. Wrapped his arm around him. Yo, man, it's going to be cool. They're in the playoffs against the Utah Jazz. They brought Shaquille O'Neal in there to win, not to lose, to win with the talent that they had right then and there. Elimination game. Put his arm around him. You're going to be good. Eventually, they're going to fear you because we know who you are already. We see the talent in you because you're young. You need time to develop. The same thing that Shaq did, that's what I'm saying that they should do. To help his confidence, not okay. Be visibly mad. That's cool. You can get mad. Go to the sideline. Yo, this is what we need you to do better at. This is what you got to do. This, that, and the third. Give him confidence. I'm not saying I'm not saying not be mad, but you're diminishing his confidence.
By being mad?
Not you're on the sideline throwing a hissy fit. You're putting your helmet down. Get this, that, and the third, sitting on the bench. Cool. You can get mad. But also teach the young kid. You're not teaching them that. It's a second game. So at least show him a little bit of grace. That's what I'm saying. Show him some grace. He's not a 10-year vet, not a 5-year vet. It's a second game. Show him some grace.
And we're not 10 years old either. That's just
Bro,
how I feel about
I'm
the
not.
situation.
I don't agree with this one, Judah.
That's just how I feel about. I mean, we
don't.
don't have to agree on that. That's how I feel about the situation.
Nah, I don't agree with this one
Because I've been on the court and somebody talked to me a crazy type of way, and I just know it's because we're playing a sport and you passionate about it. I'm taking what you're telling me, not. I'm getting what you're saying, not how you're saying it. So how you said what you said to me didn't matter. It was more so what you said to me.
So you
telling me this nigga emotions matter and matter that much that I can't be visibly frustrated because that's going to be a sign to him that I don't trust him because I got frustrated and now he's going to be upset and he's going to lose his confidence. He's going to be trash now.
It's the same way you just said Nick Saban gave the guy the GM a GM saying that, yo, you're going to have to keep a lot of things in-house. You're going to have to do a lot of things like this and the third. You think he's just telling him that for no reason? He's telling him that for things like this. He's the number one pick, and they just traded a quarterback who was supposed to change their organization. They just shipped him off and drafted him. So he's already in a sticky situation. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with these young quarterbacks. You're not even building up their confidence. You're not building the people around them, the personnel, or none of these things, and expect them to succeed off a rip. It's his second NFL game. That's all I'm saying.
And I didn't say
show him grace.
Nothing. Nigga, if you missed a couple throws and then you missed that one, I'm gonna get upset, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get upset. I'm telling you, bro. I know you, so I know if me and you are on a basketball court and we are playing a basketball game, and I continue to turn the ball over, I may make a good pass every now and then, good decision every now and then. If I continue to turn the ball over, and you like, hey, bro, we gotta turn this shit up. That's what you tell me. Hey, bro, we got to turn this shit up. We got to get going. I start turning the ball over just all willy-nilly. Boot, out of bounds. Boot, out of bounds. Dribbled off my foot. You're going to be hot. You're not going to even want me to initiate the offense anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to lose confidence in my abilities and be like, oh, they don't want me here. I'm supposed to...
Nah, we're not. We're not saying... We're not...
They don't want me here.
No, not. First off, when a person yell at you, you're never supposed to, especially in the sport, you're not supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna shy away from that. That's what I feel
like y'all saying. Like, nigga, coddle his feelings because it's gonna fuck up his confidence if you don't coddle his feelings. Fuck his feelings. I'm mad. That's my feeling.
No, you could be mad. That's what I'm saying. You could be mad and frustrated, but tell him what he should be doing better on the sideline. And for at least if you're gonna get mad, save it for this, given the situation that he's in right now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay, he's obviously visibly mad to the point where he's throwing his helmet off. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
I feel it.
And now I know that's not, and I feel that might not be the proper way to go about it. But if I talk to you right now about your situation, I'm a black on you. It's like it's one of those. It's one of those where it's like, bro, let me talk to you after the game, or let me talk to you in a little bit. I don't want to talk to you right now.
Let that nigga start figuring it out week 4 with Roma Doomsday, nigga. All right. You could say cool. I'm telling you, be out of a job.
No, I strongly doubt that.
DJ Moore, nice. I can't front.
They just paid that nigga. They just paid that nigga. He had a 4-year and $110 million in new money, nigga. I was watching the Hard Knocks yesterday.
I know they gave him an extension.
You talking about they just finna? No, hell no.
All right.
They said out of a job.
Okay,
that's hilarious.
I seen shit worse. AB. I just seen things happen worse to wide receiver.
Nigga said AB. Same nigga that'll take his whole uniform off.
Hold on, Drew. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, same nigga that'll take his whole uniform off and go run off the field. The same nigga that was a rapper in the middle of his career. The same nigga that super kicked a kicker on a kick return.
That's a wild nigga right there.
Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
All right. What we got next, man?
Instructive, he had 10 targets, 6 catches, 86 yards. He didn't do shit either. I mean, some of them targets are supposed to be catches for more yards. That's the way I kind of look at that. I get what y'all are saying, but I am saying that visible frustration should not mean you as the soon to be, if not already close, leader of my team should not shake your confidence that much. Because there are going to be times where you're frustrated at me. So when he becomes that vet, he's going to get frustrated at a rookie wide receiver or at a playmaker or something because they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
No,
like I'm not saying he's gonna be a bust. I'm not saying nothing like that. I think he'll be all right for sure. But I'm just saying I'm not gonna say because dude is a vet and he a rookie that I'm supposed to not be upset over your bad play. No, nigga, we gonna work on your bad play. I'm not giving up on you, but yes, I can be upset. I can be upset about that right now. Nah, but not getting sacked 7 times. Nah, but getting sacked 7 times will, says JC. But JC, as I've learned, and I mean, I'll find this out for y'all later. As I've learned, all sacks is not on the offensive line. For sure.
It could be the fact that the quarterback's not getting the ball out of his hands.
He's holding the ball. He's holding the ball, and then sometimes you can step up into a pressure, and it counts as a sack. Like it's not an offensive line thing.
I started this convo off by saying that he's holding the ball too long, so he's certain things that worked in college that's not going to work in the NFL, and it looks like he's starting to figure that out. Because these first 2 weeks, you can see that the things that worked in college by prolonging plays and things like that, it's not going to work. Guys are too athletic, they're too big, they're agile, they're coming at you, they're getting at you at a quick pace.
I agree, and then we'll move on. I feel like 10 targets and 6 catches is good. You're not gonna hit every time, and I agree, JC. That's essentially a 60% rate. But let me put it into another basketball reference because we are partially a basketball show here. If you on the court cooking and you done hit 6 in a row, so DJ Moore is getting open damn near every time you run a route, do you not want the ball back? If a motherfucker starts shooting the ball all willy-nilly, would you not be like, hey, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm cooking.
Wow.
So when it's like a situation,
but you're expecting him to do certain. That's like you expecting a rookie to do vet things. He's not gonna do vet things that you want him to do. He's not a vet yet. This is his second game. He's just getting his feet wet. So it's like certain tendencies that he's gonna have, or certain situations he's gonna be like have like during like the year, like as it progresses. He's not gonna have it week 2. He's gonna have it week 18. Week 5, week 6, week 7. He's gonna have it then. He's not gonna have it week 2. So you can't expect him to know these things. That's my thing.
And I get you, and I think that references back to what I said, where if it was an option route and y'all both just on the wrong page, then cool. That's a thing that comes with timing, chemistry, understanding of the field. But if this was a designed curl route, reading defenses was something you've been doing since you was pretty much taught the game as a quarterback.
Yeah.
So if you see he's off and they playing cover 2 or cover 4 or something, you see playing off, and I got this curl route and it's a designed curl route, and you sail this shit over my head, I'm gonna be upset. Y'all telling the man not to be upset because he can't do his job properly. Someone's hindering him from doing his job.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think they should show him a little more grace.
JC says, I think expecting a rookie to feed 3 number 1 wide receivers is kind of tough. All of them have 1,000-yard capabilities. He got to get chemistry down with somebody, if not all in one season. Not going to happen. And I'm telling you, I respect where y'all coming from. I'm just saying, if I want to put it in a nutshell, nigga, you got to be mentally tougher. If that's what we going on based off the fact that his teammate is upset that he didn't do his job. It's like,
but that's just not only that though. Like I said though, like that's just an inkling of it though. Like I'm saying, when it comes to these young quarterbacks, like they're not contributing to their success or anything. Like when Tom, I watched a documentary. When Tom took over for Drew, they were giving him nothing but we need you to do this, we need to do that, we need to do this. I'm not saying everybody's gonna be Tom Brady,
and not to cut you off, but you keep mentioning things about like documentaries and stuff. But I kind of said that in the open, like he could have talked to him in the locker room or post, because all the stuff you're watching, they talking to him elsewhere. They're not talking to him while it's happening. It's like you fuck up and then we fix it later. But right now, I could be mad at you. Like, so when a head coach get mad and throw his throw his goddamn play sheet or throw his headset. And it's like, that's visible frustration, but I mean, you still my guy. I'm just mad at what the fuck just went on.
I feel it.
Especially in a one-score game where
speculating too. So
no, for sure, and especially in a one-score game, it's like these plays start to matter a little more, bro.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't. I want you to win this game for us. I'd rather you win this game for us, but I know that you have things to work on. So I'm not about to get all mad and stuff.
Yes, he said, fuck Caleb, he paints his nails. Let's talk about Monday Night Football. That is the next topic. We're getting on to that. So Monday Night Football, the Falcons played the Eagles. Falcons edge them out 22-21. Come back, actually. Falcons come back. Kirk Cousins game-winning drive in prime time, Monday night. Hey, man, it's my turn, but I'm kind of speechless. I ain't gonna say I'm speechless. I can't say like I expected Philly to just smack them. I did pick Philly in that game, but I can't say I expected Philly to like smack them or nothing like that. I can say 100% like I ain't expect Kirk on a Monday night prime time game to go dry the field. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect that, but I don't know if I want to get on my soapbox about the Eagles. Yep, I'm going to get on my soapbox about the Eagles. I watch these guys all the time, right? And we'll get into the Falcons, JC. I know that's what you want to hear. This Eagles defensive line, not what it was. They went and got Bryce Huff, who's a one-year wonder. He had 1 year with the Jets, and everybody thought he was this new whatever. It's like, nigga, that wasn't your first year in the league. You been in the league. You just had one. Finally got off. Bryce Huff is nowhere to be found. Jordan Davis got benched. I forgot to read the reason on why. No, Jordan Davis, not good. Jalen Carter got benched. Forgot to read the reason why. Other end, I have no idea who it is. Linebacker, Nakobe Dean, he's super small. That's why they was running the ball so well. They're able to run the ball at these small linebackers. Like a lot of teams in NFC East have small linebackers because they want to be fast. That's why niggas are able to run the ball on Dallas. Same way they're able to run the ball on Philly. Is y'all have these small linebackers. Defensive backs. You starting two rookie. Well, not even. You just played Cooper DeJean for the first time on Monday night. Quinyon Mitchell's been playing cool. He's been playing pretty good, but he's still a rookie. And then CJ Gardner-Johnson is more talk than action now.
Yeah.
So he's way more talk than action than he's ever been. So it's just like that defense ain't what it was. Fuck that defense. That team ain't what it was. I ain't gonna lie. That team hasn't been good since the Super Bowl run. Like regardless of what we like to say, and they started the season like 10-0 last year, and they was edging out victories over teams they were supposed to smack. And we was looking at it like, oh well, yeah, in football you just got to find ways to win. No. Sometimes your talent in certain situations is just supposed to put you over the top. You was talent and coaching. Like, y'all was better than them in all three phases of the game and coaching, and y'all still barely edges out. Like, they haven't really been good. The addition of Saquon Barkley, JC called him earlier, Saquon Butterfingers Barkley. Hey, I've told y'all multiple times on this pod, I know the ups and the downs that come with having him on your football team. Late game, fumbling and drops is something he does quite often. It damn near should be studied. I'm not gonna lie. For example, I got a video, and I'll add it on here when you do your part and show you. There are two like exact replica plays. Like we ran that exact play that they ran against the Rams last year. He dropped the ball just like that. We had a game against Green Bay. You run the ball, get a first down, run a clock out. He ran the ball, got a first down, got about 30. He trips over his own feet. He fumbles the football on the way down. If that was my quarterback, they would have murdered him. They would have wanted to hang him from a tree. So just, I know talented players get a little more leash, but just saying, he has his ups and his downs, by the way. And he's also last in the league at missed tackles, like forcing misses for a running back, by the way. Jalen Hurts, suspect. Just suspect in general to me. Just not. I mean, he feel like some mid at this point. He's some mid with some weapons.
100%.
No AJ Brown, it hurts you. Devontae Smith, I think the receivers are cool. I think you should find a way to get Jahan Dotson involved. I feel like that should have been the reason y'all got him, unless Howie Roseman just gets people just to get him. Oh, yeah. Speaking of getting people just to get him, Devin White was a healthy scratch last night. He didn't even play.
Yeah, I was wondering that. What's up with him? What's going on with it?
Hey. Yeah, they was the JC said all them Georgia Bulldogs on that defense. I ain't hear none of their names. Exactly. They were the Philadelphia Bulldogs. That's what they've been called for a little while now, and they awful. Okay. That was just my spiel on the Philadelphia Eagles because I am an NFC East comrade, if I want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And I watch them all the time. And this is not surprising to me that they do things like this. This is who they are as a football team. The Atlanta Falcons, though. That defense legit. Once that offense catch up, the world should be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just say that part. Like, the defense is legit. The offensive line is always top to shit. Even if you look at PFF, I would think always 12 and above. They always 12 and higher as far as a unit. You got the weapons. I'm not really sold on Drake London yet, but we'll see. We'll see that coming. He got somebody that's going to get him the ball. Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I asked one of my homies the other day who's a Falcons fan, is it like, I don't want to say time to like give up on Kyle Pitts, not like trade him or nothing like that, but like time to just consider him a normal tight end, like a pretty good tight end. I know he's a unicorn as far as the things he can do, but as far as like production value and him being a tight end, even though y'all quarterbacks are bad, I would think that's a safety blanket, if that makes sense. Like, tight ends are a quarterback best friend. I would think that's a safety blanket for quarterbacks, so he should have the targets and the numbers, in my personal opinion, unless they're only sending him on wide receiver routes. Unless it's like very few of your routes are in the middle of the field in these drag route areas where the quarterback can just see you get you the football. Unless that's the problem, and that would be an offensive coordinator problem. Unless that was the problem, I don't really see why he hasn't, taken that step yet.
I show him a little grace because the quarterbacks.
I'm about to call you LA Grace, man. I'm about to change your name, bro. Use the grace giver.
It's because the quarterbacks he's had is the only reason why.
I feel you.
Desmond Ritter's not it.
I feel you, but I also feel like every quarterback loves they tight end. And if you so special as a tight end, if we can get you on some of these under routes against these linebackers, you know what I'm saying? It could just work out for the both of us. That's why I said, unless it was an OC thing and like he couldn't get none of them type of routes drawn up or nothing like that, like, or unless Ritter that was that bad, where it's like, no, he's running across my face, I still don't see him. Like,
yeah, but
unless they that bad, I can't really.
They had Heineke too, right?
Yeah, and Heineke's always been serviceable. No, Heineke's been serviceable. He might be the best out of the three of them they had. Out of Mariota and Ritter, Heineke might be.
I forgot they had Mariota too.
Yeah, out of them three, I ain't gonna lie.
They call him a flying Hawaiian.
Yeah, because that was some nut shit. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Did you see them put a Hawaiian roll in his hand instead of the football one time?
Nah, I ain't see that, bro.
No, niggas be tripping, bro.
Nah, but I want to give credit to the Falcons' offense, man. The Falcons' offense they didn't look great, but they look better than they did last week. So, I was impressed by that drive for that Kirk had at the end of the game. They got so many weapons; it's crazy that could potentially be dangerous. Like you said, you would think their offense would be putting up way more points than they're doing, but I think they just need a little bit more chemistry. At the receiving corps, man, they got Kyle, they got Drake, they got Darnell Mooney. And even like I said, that McLeod dude that broke out of nowhere.
Ray. I
didn't even know who bro was until last week. So, man, they got some weapons on that side. And their defense, like
don't forget Bijan.
Yeah, my God, Bijan.
I was skipping over a few people in down, so don't.
Yeah, Bijan. They even got Algier, who's okay for him, But their defense, like you said, is legit, and they're stepping up and playing the way they're supposed to be playing, dude. I mean that for real. It also helped them too because AJ Brown was out. The Eagles need them and need him. And bro, I've been saying it for like the past year, bro. Jalen Hurts is like low key ass, man. I'm serious, bro. Like
mid with a run game.
Yeah, bro. I told you I don't even like bro's throwing style. Like his windup is even ass to me. Like, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, dog. Like, he cool, he whatever, man. He's not like a Patrick Mahomes. He's not like a Joe Burrow. Or I know late games, I'm completely confident in you. Like, if it ain't the scheme, if it ain't the O line holding up, if it ain't your receivers getting open, I don't trust you. Like, I don't at all. So I completely agree with you with that. I'm a little disappointed in Saquon's drop, but this loss doesn't fall on him. It falls on the Eagles defense. It falls on the play calling, and maybe the drop third in Jalen Hurts' production. Because like you still had time to lead your team to a victory. You threw a pick. I don't trust you. So I completely agree with you on this one. And I can't even just agree with you and say that you're just doing this because you a Giants fan or nothing like that. But I completely agree.
I watched the NFC East, bro. I watch everybody in the division. I watch them wholeheartedly, bro. I study everybody in the division. I like to know what they're good at. I like to know what they're bad at. And
I agree.
That way I could kill my team for not taking advantage. Because if I know it, I know y'all know it.
What's his name? Sirianni, right? So it's like, like they were on his head about not running the ball, which they should have ran the ball. But even with them coming down and scoring, you had time left on that clock. Like, you had time. You had time to drop something good. You had time to scheme up something right. And even with that, Jalen Hurts, you throw a fucking pick. Like, that's like when you talk about Caleb Williams, I'm not saying like that. We'll get back on that. But this is the type of person where I'm like, how long does it take to get it together? At this point, it's like, Jalen, like, we need you to stop making dumbass mistakes.
But then, the people that rebuttal Jalen's, he's on his third offensive coordinator.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's always the same thing. That's why I kind of asked you that about
because he has too much talent around him. Like,
yeah, but the scheme changes every time. So now it's like I got all the talent, but now it's
no. Some of the mistakes he's making, bro, you got too much talent around you. Like,
I'm just saying that's just my little rebuttal on that. But if you want to go on who I think is to blame for this game, it is Nick Sirianni and Saquon Barkley.
Their defense was horrible, though.
The defense was awful, but they're going to be.
I'll say the defense before Saquon, though.
Not me, because to be honest, as bad as your defense was, you were still in position to win that game.
Nigga, Drake London broke off Darius Slay something nice. Nigga.
In a position we're not supposed to be in. That's what I'm saying. In a spot we're not supposed to be in. So, like, I agree with you where everybody on his head, like, run the ball. 1,000%. Run the ball. They out of timeouts. Run the ball for nothing else but to cut some of this clock. All right? All right, you don't run the ball. You decide to pass the ball. Cool, bro. It is. You decided to do that. You might. And it worked. And it worked is my thing. You pass the ball, it works. He drops the ball, catch the football. I believe they share blame in that. One, you didn't override, and he said in the post game, like, Kellen Moore calls the plays. I was reading JC comment. He said Kellen Moore calls the plays and kind of trying to give himself an out. But it's like, bro, you could have 100% been like, hey, bro, we not. When you found out it was 3rd and 3, you could have walked over there. Don't pass this football.
Yeah, but
don't pass this football. But we got past that, right? We got past that. You allowed them to pass the football. It's open. He's wide open. He gets the first down.
Yeah.
This game is over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like,
I get
it. And not to cut you off, but then it's like you if you run the ball on 3rd and you don't get it, what's your favorite fucking play? The play you run every time you in the red zone.
Quarterback sneak.
The thing that can't nobody figure out how to stop yet. The thing you scored on earlier.
Yeah.
Nigga, you why not go for it on 4th down? If you're going to pass the ball on 3rd down and stop the clock, and the 4th down, the clock's going to stop anyway if you don't. Like, it's going to stop regardless. So why not just go for it on 4th down? What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's the way I'm thinking about it. And I saw what you said, JC. I get that. I 100% get that. No timeouts and to get walked down so easily. I definitely understand that. But what I'm saying is you damn near shouldn't be in that position. Like, even if they get walked down and y'all score, shit, they would have scored a touchdown at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. The whole situation plays out a little different. I was happy they passed it. But even still, bro, I got to catch the ball. Like, 2 pushes would have ended it.
I just kind of feel like, I don't know, man. They could have played. The Eagles defense could have played better. Everybody's to blame for this loss on the Eagles organization. I'm not gonna front. Everybody's involved. Probably the only person I excuse is maybe Devontae Adams. That guy was doing the alone out there. I mean, I said Devontae Adams, Devontae Smith, but that's about it. That's the only person I've seen that played really great to me on the Eagles team. Saquon, I give you that. He didn't play great. That drop was well needed. Even he said it. He said he's going back to his old ways, which he needs to stop. But their defense looked horrible, man. I'm gonna say it once again. Their defense looked horrible. They've been looking horrible, and I agree. For the past 2 years, you can say like a lot. Hassan Reddick too. Like, you can see like his presence is missed.
Oh yeah, he might be one of the happiest people in the world right now.
His presence is missed.
Y'all get no pass rush without me.
They didn't have Fletcher Cox last year, right?
I don't know. I don't know if he retired last year or the year prior.
Yeah, so,
I think it was the year prior though. I don't think they had him last year though.
Yeah, so you can tell a lot is missing from that Super Bowl run.
I agree, JC. He said he ain't built for this. The head coach ain't built for this because you don't throw your OC under the bus. You should have took accountability regardless.
And he said that shit quick as hell. But the reason why Sirianni's saying that because he knows his job is on the line after this year.
No, 100%. But that's why when situations like that, bro, I walk up to, hey, we're not throwing this football. You know who you got over there. Like, if anything, Kellen Moore has proven that, hey, I'm going to throw this football.
But say you're head coach, bro. You know what's going on.
You could probably hear it, too. Yeah, you could probably hear it, too, in the headset. Like, you could probably hear the play call. So it's like, hey, nigga, no.
There's a loss on you. Good win for the Falcons.
Yeah, good deal for the Falcons.
Kirk, I see you. You can live to fight another day, nigga.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's all right. I think it was an overreaction the whole time. But yeah, man, if y'all made it this long, shout out to y'all. Y'all go ahead and do us that favor. We finna get out of here. It's been pretty heated. JC, as always, I appreciate you, bro. Y'all just look on the screen at 4 Quarter Sportscast. Y'all go tap in with him, especially if you're a Falcons fan. Got all the information on the Falcons, but he does cover all NFL.
I want to shout out Blake too. That boy's going crazy.
Oh yeah, shout out Blake. Blake is hell. We will have Blake on here one day. Maybe him and JC together. One of these Falcons days. You know, maybe one of these days they play on a Thursday, another Thursday or something, and we get them on here on a Wednesday. But you know. Hey, man, it was good. It was another beautiful day on the Unofficially Retired Pod. We appreciate everybody that stopped in. Yeah, man.
Man, one thing before y'all leave, now go ahead and subscribe. All right? Don't forget that. All right? So we don't have to work no more. So we can continue doing this and bring out more content during the week, each and every day, man.
God. You know what I'm saying? And so I can have a haircut at all times. You know, bills get in the way sometimes of haircuts. So
no, I can't go without that. That's why I got the wave cap on now. I gotta lay it down.
Oh no, I just got mine on because my hair falling out. I'm almost ready to cut it. So
no.
Oh yeah, no, ball for the 26th birthday for sure.
I pray man.
I'm cutting it off.
I know it's in my future. My pop ball, so
yeah, mine is too. Y'all heard it here first.
I'm trying to get to 40.
Y'all see me in February with no hair? No, nigga, I'm making it 26. I gave it that long. You know what I'm saying? But we out of here, man. I appreciate you.